Well, for the first time, art museums struggling during the pandemic can now start to sell their art to stay afloat.
Stetson Miller explains why this is such a big deal.
For years, art museums have operated under a rule not to sell pieces to pay the bills.
Policy rests on the idea that we hold in trust these collections for the public, and it is our sort of sacred value that we preserve them for generations to come.
A museum could only sell art if it then bought other works with the money it made. But in these tough economic times amid the coronavirus pandemic, the Association of Art Museum Directors made a big change. For the next 2 years, institutions like the Baltimore Museum of Art can sell some pieces to pay for general operating expenses.
That is radically new. We've never seen anything like that before from A&D.
Art director Christopher Bedford says the BMA does not have to take advantage of the policy change now, but supports it.
The pandemic is truly threatening the livelihood of institutions nationwide, worldwide. So I think it was really well positioned at the right time. And
while the Baltimore Museum of Art won't need to sell any pieces to keep its doors open, other museums will be faced with some very difficult decisions as the pandemic continues.
A place like MoMA is the shining example. They've been reliant to a responsible degree on revenue from the tourist industry. I do think institutions would ask for leniency to take radical action to make sure that they survive.
And even if the BMA does have to take advantage of this at some point, Bedford says they won't back down on what they value.
This is a black majority city, and we've made the work of men and women of color our leading edge, and there's going to be we will not relent in that.
At the Baltimore Museum of Art, Stetson Miller for WJZ.